Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 22 of Direwolf20's server play series. Hanging out on the server today, we've got iTunes, and we've got Jaded Cat, and we've got Dunkley who's, if you don't know who that is, that's from Dunk's from the Terraformer Craft mod. And I was just talking to him saying, you know what, I haven't spotlighted Terraformer Craft in a while. I should really look at that, shouldn't I, Dunk?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a ton of stuff that's changed and all this other craziness, and I definitely want to play around with it and check it out and see what I can come up with. So look for a spotlight on Terraformer Craft in the future. And how are you doing, iTunes?
Yeah, been busy.
Oh yeah, what you got working on? All kinds of fun, crazy
That
machines.
mod,
Which mod?
I can't say what it is yet.
Oh, the one that I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yay! Well, I know what I'm working on. I'm working on a crazy, ridiculous gate system for my bees. And what I'm basically looking to do here is come up with some crazy cool bee automation stuff. I want to come up with an automated-ish bee breeding system. Without MISC peripherals, which we don't have on the server right at this moment, I can't really come up with much by way of bee breeding automation like I have in the past with my videos, but that's okay. We should be able to manage just fine, guys. So I'm coming over here and I'm going to cook up some of this stuff. Diamond chipsets. Wow, they don't really require a lot of energy, do they? Either that or the assembly tables. Oh, yeah. Okay, so the assembly tables thing is wrong. They do require a lot of energy. I was going to say, hang on a second. What is this shenanigans? So we've got some yellow dye. I'm going to need some lapis. Let's see. Some red. Do I have any of that? No. How about roses? Those I have. And then finally, cactus. Cactus green will do. There we go. That ought to do. So I'm going to let all this stuff cook up. It'll probably take a while. Yeah, I need more lasers. How's my energy doing? That's a good question. I knew I wanted to check on something when I logged in here. Last night, my whole system dried up. The main reason, because this steam turbine rotor kind of died on me here, but that's okay. I set it up so that the network knows how to create new turbine rotors, and it should import. I haven't tested that yet, but you know, at the expense of a lot of steel, I didn't get a chance to test it. But it looks like my ethanol's cruising in my steam boiler, and it should be able to maintain a fully heated up. I did reheat it using oil, so you can see I tapped a new oil well, got a bunch of new oil going on. Pretty happy with that. Might set up a backup system. We'll see. How's my ethanol doing? So if all these are full, which they do pretty much seem to be, I can only assume that I'm doing a good enough job keeping up with everything. And this machine's running, so all my saplings are collecting, my apples are collecting. We should be good. So what do I want to do? I want to build a really neat system. I kind of put it together in a single player world. It's a pretty cool design, and basically the goal is to semi-automate bees. Also, running around in the Digger Age testing some things, I found a portal gun with the potato upgrade on it. So I have my own custom portal gun now. Isn't that cool? What do you think about that, Jaded?
Awesome.
Yay! So I could probably close these portals. The potato gun's like the pig one, right, iTunes? So it's its own frequency.
Same as bacon.
Excellent. That's what I like to hear. All right, I'm gonna, because I had the Peabody portal gun for a while there, and that thing was just, you know, a bunch of people had found it, I guess, so they were hanging out, using the gun.
Yeah, I'm actually planning to change that soon.
Oh yeah?
I mean, because of a bunch of mods, I wouldn't say which because kind of be specified myself. Portal guns are a lot more common than they should be.
Oh, I gotcha.
So yeah, so I'm probably gonna be changing that sometime soon.
Understood. Is there like a weighting you can apply to make it less common inside the chest? Like, how does that work?
No, I'm not gonna like scrape dungeon spawns or chest spawns entirely. I'm probably gonna be changing the recipe again.
Oh, really? Are you going to require 6
Mm-hmm.
nether stars now, or what's the deal?
No, no, I'm actually thinking of removing the nether star recipe and making using a different item this time.
Okay, that's cool. I'm down with that. So I've got all this stuff. You know what I really need is some of the Apiarus pipes. So I need to get myself propolis. How am I going to get that? I should get some jungle bees going.
The jungle bees don't really give that much propolis.
No, I guess I could squeeze honey drops. That gives me a chance for propolis.
Yeah, the silky one gives you, I think, like a 5% chance of getting regular propolis when you squeeze down the silky. Industrious is the ones that give lots of propolis.
Yeah, I know, but I just want to get access to a couple. So yeah, I really kind of need a lot of it, to be honest with you, for this build I have in mind. I don't know. We'll see. I'll track down some somewhere. Hopefully I can get the jungle bees to behave inside my area here. Why don't I go look around for a jungle or something nearby spawn, see if I can't find myself something. Looks like I'm getting some world holes, so that's awesome. There we go. Alright, I'll be back in a few minutes, guys. Let me see if I can either find some jungle bees or maybe work on the honey production. I've got a few things in mind, but I'm going to really need the Apiarus pipe if I want to do the automated bee breeding sort of system. Alright, I'll be back in a few. Oh yeah, guys, look at this. I found the tropical princess and drone in a rainforest. Awesome. I'd like to find one more. Ah, poison ivy. Keeps getting me. Stupid poison ivy. Okay. One more princess and then I'll be happy. Alright guys, I just had to show you what I found. That's an oil well. That's a really big oil well. At least I assume it's an oil well. I mean, it looks like oil. Yeah, that's an oil well.
Yeah, I don't think that's as big as it seems because it spawned on one of the clouds, and so it seems a bit bigger. But I've been disappointed.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, it's really kind of
Oh,
annoying because you got to pump it and you don't get nearly as much out as you think you're going to.
I got you. Yes, it spawned on top of a cloud. Oh, so that's why. Okay, the top is on. That's funny.
It's
Hilarious. I love
trolly.
it.
It makes you go yay, and then you're like boo.
Yes, indeed. All right. Well, it's still very cool looking. All right, back to the hunt for one more jungle. Princess beehive. All right, found a second one. Thankfully, this one was giving off light, so I was able to find it. There they are. Ooh, I got a Valiant Princess out of that. Nice. Of course, I was looking specifically for tropical princesses, but oh well. I guess that's not terribly bad. I'll go find one more then. Especially since it's nighttime, it's easier to find them. Just look for a light source. Like that. Haha, so much easier to find at night. Alright, just gotta clean some inventory space out, like you and you. Ah! Nasty spiders! Go away. They make me blind. Alright, I'm out of here. The blindness effect is awesome and needs to be used a lot more. I'm just saying. Alright, now that I've got what I need, let's go hope I can get these guys to work the way I want them to. Question is, will they work in a river biome? I'm thinking probably not. I need a beealyzer. Alright, that should automatically get processed over here. Nice, it did. Love it. Oh, look at you being all smart. Ta-da! Hey, Jaded. Can I sleep through the night?
Yeah, sure. Let me just go up to the bed.
Cool. I'm in there. Ooh, whose base could this be? Knock, knock. Coming in. Hello. Oh, it's Jaded. What's up?
Hi, Dyer.
So,
The
can
last
I
time I was
borrow
there, she
some
killed me.
propolis by chance? Because I do not want to wait for my bees to produce a ton of propolis, and I really want to show these guys this awesome bee system I came up with.
Help yourself?
Okay, just steal it from your AE system.
Yeah.
I'm just taking half a stack for now. That should do.
Okay.
Man, you've been busy. I don't think you have enough alvearies.
Probably not.
Yeah, you could probably do with a few more. I mean, you're slacking a little bit, I feel.
The path layout where all the alvearies are going to be.
Oh, it's laid out. I see. Yeah, that's a little. That's a lot of. Wow. Like, I just want you to know that right now you have more alvearies than I have apiaries.
Want some apiaries?
No, thank you. I'm quite well. Oh, wow. Oh, look at this. You got some golems maintaining all your fields. Nice work. I like it. Oh, I broke something.
Eh.
Sorry. There we go. All fixed. That's what I get for jumping around. If only we had Zycrafter, then jumping on it wouldn't cause it to break.
Yeah, and the plants would grow faster, which would be nice.
Indeed. Alright, I am heading back home. Do one of these portals head out?
And there's one book for the Nether, over here.
I think I found Marathi's base, which is right next to mine.
That works too.
Oh yes. Now I've got Propolis, guys, so I can start basically working on what I want to build. So this is going to be a little crazy, a little bit in-depth and complex, but I think it's going to be really cool. And I think I want to build it right over here. This looks like a nice spot, nice as any. So this is a complex build. It's going to require just a few things. Let's see, putting these guys away. That'll do for now. Okay. I'll put my flowers in here, that doesn't hurt. So, the first thing we need is an apiary. We'll put him right over here. And then we're going to need 4 iron chests.
User joined your channel.
That looks like a good plan. Hey Dunk, welcome back.
Hey.
Might want to move this thing a little bit back over to the right, a little further away. So what we want to do is basically use the bee pipes, these guys. We're going to need at least 5 or 6 of them, so I might as well just make 6. And what we want to do is something like this. So the main point of this breeding system is as follows. I want to be able to basically get a species, like through the breeding mechanic, and then make a purebred version of that species. So the way this works is like this. First off, we have 1, 2, 3, and I guess I could just go with any pipe here. I guess I could go iron. And remember, guys, now it's the dark side that is the side that items will go through, not the clear one. They kind of swapped that on us. All right, so we've got that. Okay, here I'm going to pump items out, so I need my wooden transport pipe. And what's going to come out of here? You're going to get princesses, drones, and items, right? So I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to say, let's see, we want one of those APRS pipes. And then we can probably just go with a golden pipe here. And the green side is going to be princesses. The yellow side is going to be drones. And let's do a chest here. The red side can be items. Well, nah, you know what? I don't like the way that looks. We'll make the yellow side anything. So that way items and drones will go down that way. This guy's closed as well now. Okay, now into this chest, this is going to be the chest where we're going to put purebreds. So right now I don't have many purebreds that I can choose, so I'm just going to go with modest, okay, just to demonstrate how this is going to work. So the white is going to be drones and purebred modest. Yellow is going to be anything. All right, so if a purebred drone comes through this pipe, it's going to land in here. This pipe, I'm going to do the same thing with white. It's going to be drones, but it's only going to be one type of the bee that I'm looking for. So let's pretend right now I'm looking for modest bees. Purebred modest bees goes in here. Single modest bees, which means it's some kind of like combination, right? Like modest meadows or modest forest, something like that, would land in this chest. And then down the yellow path can be anything. And then finally down here, we're going to put, any drones up into the white information right there. And then down the yellow path can be anything. So items will come just straight across. They'll hit the anything, 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 and then boom, right into this chest. And anything else that makes its way down this pipe that doesn't belong in any of these three chests will make its way eventually down to the last chest here. Okay, so purebred bee, modest bee, drones. Cool. That's stage 1. Haha, this is so cool. I practiced building something like this on my test world because it was a little tricky to come up with, and I'm really excited about how it came out. So now that we've got that basic stuff going on, I'm going to put propolis in here. See how long it would have taken me to get propolis? Thank you, Jaded, again, because that would have taken forever. Next stage of this build, I'm going to need some diamond gates. And you can see them cooking up over here. How am I doing? I've got one diamond and gate. I need more. Got our target gates, that's good. We're going to definitely need them. In fact, I'm going to need another, so might as well get it going as well. Autarkic. See how much energy you need for the diamond gate? It's ridiculous. But, oh well. Alright, I need to wait a few minutes while this last couple gates cook up, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I got everything I need. Uh-oh. I'm guessing somebody wants to do an update. Yeah, players checking to see which players are on the servers, because we might want to update Forgecraft 1. So all this stuff is configured. If he shuts this down, it's cool. I don't mind. So here's the nifty system that I got set up to detect which bee to go ahead and deal with. So what happens is, if a bee lands in here, it's going to be a purebred. If it lands in here, it's going to have at least one of the species that we want. And if it lands in here, it's going to go ahead and be none of the species we want. So I'm going to control this using different colored piping wire and diamond gates. That's why I made diamond ones, okay? Red, red, red. Blue, blue, blue. And green, green, green is the best way to explain this. Uh-oh. You already shutting it down? Alright, we'll be right back after the spotlight, or after the update here. Be right back. Alright guys, we're back. Server is updated, and I grabbed myself some redstone lamps to demonstrate how this is going to work. Okay, so let's see here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to configure these gates as so. First off, this is the one that we want to pull from first. So like if there's a bee in here, we want this to be the one that we get items from. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say if there are items in inventory, then please do me the favor of emitting a redstone signal. But I also, if there's items in inventory, want to emit a red pipe signal. This guy, okay, we're going to check for that red pipe signal because this is the secondary one. So what we want to do here is we want to say if there are items in inventory and we're getting a red pipe signal off, and the red pipe signal is off, then emit a blue pipe signal and a redstone signal. Okay, now we're also going to check for items in inventory and do the blue pipe signal. And then down here, we're going to do if we're getting a item in inventory, and the red pipe signal is off, and the blue pipe signal is off, then go ahead and do the redstone signal. Okay, and then finally, if items in inventory, then go ahead and emit a green, which we don't terribly need too bad, but you'll see the point, right? So watch what happens, okay? If we place an item in this inventory, for example, wood, okay? Oh, you're hitting all three, aren't you? Really? Redstone lamps share their redstone signal? That's annoying. That does not make this easy. That ought to do. Okay, so note that this is the one that's emitting the redstone signal. However, if there's an item in this chest, this signal turned off and this one turned on. So basically, the furthest chest to the right is going to be with items in it is going to be the one to emit a pipe signal. Okay, so if we take this out, it doesn't have any effect. This one's the one that's still being emitted. And if we take this out, nothing's emitting. And if we put an item in here, this one turns on. But if there's also an item in here, this one turns on and this one turns off. So basically, we're detecting which type of bee we're getting because we're saying, you know, purebred go in here, you know, slight close to what I'm got is going in here, and the worst case is going down here. That's going to be something that doesn't have any traits. So let's imagine that we got a, you know, a common meadows drone, and we got a common drone. Well, the common would land in here, and the common meadows would land in here, and then which light would be on? It would be this one. So we've detected which drone we got. Pretty nifty, right? All using Buildcraft gates. Oh yeah, I love it. All right, so next stage.
And I'm back.
All right, guys. So I've got this set up. I actually moved it back one row. Broken, replace it all. It was a good time. And I'm setting up some autarkic gates here. And actually, that's not what I want. I don't want this guy to be autarkic. That's what we'll do. That's good. And we're just going to say, hey, if you're getting a redstone signal, go ahead and energy pulse for me. Redstone signal, energy pulse, redstone signal, energy pulse. Cool. And then we want these guys set up in a row with some golden transport pipes following it. There. And a good whack with a wrench to make sure they're facing the right direction. Okay, so remember it's the darkened direction that we want to have the items flowing out of. Cool. So items will come out here and they'll go this way. So basically what's going to happen is we're going to say, hey, emit a redstone signal, and we're going to attach it to these gates so that they briefly emit a pulse and send items out. Okay? Oh, you know what? Did CPW just fix the bug I was having? He might have. Let me check. Alright guys, next stage is going to require some red net cabling. We're also going to need some plastic sheets, which I think I taught this guy how to craft. Begin. Nice. 16 should be enough. Now, I'm doing this next part with an advanced computer, but that's optional. You could probably do this with just straight up redstone, or if you are good with that RedNet, programmable RedNet controller thing, you might be able to do it with that, but I'm not good with that yet, so I'm falling back to old reliable computers just because it's, you know, a little bit easier to control the variables on the computer. You could probably do this with any kind of gates or something if you're really good with redstone. But like I said, I'm going to stick with this for now. So here's what I'm going to put here. I'm going to read 1, 2, 3. Okay, and we're going to hook this up to a computer. So it's going to be something like this. We'll put the computer right here. Cool. And over here, we're going to run some cabling down. Right like so. Oh, Jaded, you would so love this. It's so cool. Alright, this is going to be my white symbol. Alright, so remember this cabling acts like bundled cable. So I'm making this white, orange, and magenta. And the same thing is being mirrored over here. White, orange, and magenta. Cool. So what's going to happen is I'm going to have the computer basically read the color of cable that's going on here and output it over here. Why do I have the computer really? Mostly it's just for a delay, to be honest with you. I don't have any kind of, well, I kind of have a delay. I have a repeater. I guess that would do. But there's one or two other triggers that I wanted to kind of do. And to be honest with you, I kind of like using the computer because it'll maybe make this tweakable in the future. I might at some point remove the computer component if I can figure out a good way to do it, but just trust me, it's a little bit easier to manage the redstone with the computer. I finally want to have this guy coming out back here, and I think I might have forgotten one of the gates I need. There it goes. Let's see. I have iron and gates. Okay, cool. Getting another one of those autarkics because I'm going to need them for something. And do I have any basic gates in here? I have an autarkic basic gate, but I don't have any just regular old gates. So I'm going to cook up one of them as well. Try and get that first. Okay. The interface on the assembly table is a little buggy. I'll have to mention that to CBW. It just doesn't seem to be highlighting the one it's currently working on too well right now.
I hate having to do math.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
The only way I'm going to know exactly what I'm missing when it comes to these cones is I know how many cones I had before I turned this on. I have to figure out percentage. Yay!
So I want a redstone signal to be emitted from this apiary when it doesn't have a queen or princess. So basically when the queen's not there, go ahead and emit a redstone signal. So this is a complicated contraption. Jaded, you will love this. I'm telling you, it's so cool. Alright, so we've got basically most of the components we need here. Let me go see if I have any more drones or princesses or anything. I probably could use a princess. I don't have any meadows or forest princesses extra. Alright, I'm going to have to go find some. Alright guys, now it occurs to me that I would like to have a few impregnated frames to go along with this just to improve the layout of this whole thing. So let's do this. I need some wood. And I'm going to need a lot of seed oil, which again, you know, I just don't have enough of. How am I for seeds, by the way? I'm doing alright now. Carpenter, squeezer, there we go. So that'll at least get me a little bit more of the stuff. And I'll got my impregnated casing. I'm going to need one more apiary for this whole design. You'll see about that in a minute. And some impregnated frames are making their way over here. We got the sticks. I'll set up the frames in just a minute. Alright, so I made all the sticks I could. I'm going to go ahead and write the code on that computer real fast, and then I'll show you guys how it works. Here goes nothing. Alright, this is the basic code we got. We are setting the redstone bundled output on the left to 0, so it's not emitting anything when the program starts. It waits for a redstone signal. Okay, so that OS pull event redstone just says as soon as it receives redstone signal change, probably from this guy triggering on, it'll go ahead and receive a trigger is basically. So it's basically saying when this redstone state changes, wait 7 seconds and then check the bundled output on the right. That's assuming that over those 7 seconds, all the bees and the drones got pulled out of here because this guy is emitting a redstone signal when the queen dies. So when the queen dies, redstone signal kicks off. The computer waits 7 seconds for all the bees and the drones to basically get sorted into the chests. Then it's going to read the redstone signal from the right side. Okay, it's going to assign it to the variable color. It's going to print it out for us just to make sure we know what color we got. And then it's going to set that color on the left side. So it's basically going to take whatever it got on the right and apply it on the left. And it's only going to apply it for about 0.4 seconds, which should be enough to pull out one item from the chests. Okay? And then once that occurs, go ahead and sleep for 10 seconds. And that's all. It's a very simple program. So now that that's running, we can go ahead and, do a few things here. So let's see. I've got this guy set up when items are in inventory, energy pulse. I've got all this stuff set up right. Do I have these gates set up properly? We'll see. Yep, redstone signal on equals autarkic gate, energy pulsar. Perfect. And let's give this a try. What do you say? Now, the first time we put bees in here, now here's the real trick, okay? We want to go for common bees, but you can't assign common bees until you detect them at least once. So I'm going to set up one more apiary, okay? I'm going to come over here, Get a little bit of wood. And I basically want to have 2 apiaries. I want to have one that's dedicated to the soul frames, and that will get me like my first set of common bees. Hopefully, you know, some common, right? Once those commons are in there, I'm going to put chocolate frames in here so they die off quickly, and it just kind of recycles the bees as much as possible until we eventually get a purebred common using the system. Unfortunately, I think we're going to have to wait until next episode to see all this awesome stuff come to fruition because we've hit the wrapping up point. So next episode I'll come back. I'll hopefully have a little bit more stuff so I can show you guys the whole process in action. So the basic gist here I've explained, but you haven't gotten to see it yet. You're going to have to wait till the next time. So for now, Direwolf20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. It's a pretty complex machine, but like I said, it should allow you to basically like put in, you know, the start of a common chain and eventually make it a purebred common bee that you get in there. All right, guys? All right, take it easy.